Hello everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to ChasingCinema.com's official YouTube channel. I'm your host, Jacob Tiranno, and today is Saturday, which means it's Miscellaneous Day, which means I get to talk about just about whatever I want. Now, before I get into what I'm going to be speaking about today, make sure to go back to yesterday's video where I reviewed The Martian and Sicario. Both of those films are really, really fun. You could find out those links right here and here. And, of course, they're always going to be in the description box, so make sure to tune into those if you've not seen those just yet. Or you could go to ChasingCinema.com to read all of my reviews. So the reason why I decided to start or record this video today instead of on Saturday is because I need to start on my topic right now. I am a huge X-File, meaning X-Phile. I am a huge fan of the X-Files series. I have been a fan for since I was a kid. Since I remember staying at a hotel one night. I don't remember where we were. But I remember, I always slept with the TV on. I don't really anymore, but always used to when I was a kid. And hotel channels used to get random stuff. And I remember watching and hearing the X-Files theme song for the first time. And I remember the intro, the actual intro of X-Files terrifying me. The UFOs, the alien figures that we see. I was terrified watching those. And I remember watching the episode, and I'll never forget Scully and Mulder. And as I grew older, I found out my cousins had a big they're big fanatics of the show, so I started watching them. Then Netflix came out. I was able to finally just kind of fill in the gaps and see everything that I've never seen before. For those of you who don't know, on January 24th, I get goosebumps even talking about it, the X-Files is returning. There is going to be a revival miniseries. And there isn't anything more that I could possibly be excited for. This revival, I think, is the coolest thing ever. So I've decided to spend the next 114 days, that's right, it's 114 days till this revival, to watch all the X-Files. I believe Fox is doing an episode every day since July, but I would like to watch more than just one a day. However, I'm giving myself a little bit of a gap. Here's how I broke it down. There are 202 episodes of the X-Files. And films, but I don't know if I'm going to watch films or not. We'll see. I probably should, just to say that I watched everything. 202 episodes, which if you give each episode about 45 minutes long, which I think they're about on Netflix, you have 152 hours. And I have 114 days to watch every single episode. So it's more than one a day. But it gives me some space in case I can only watch one a day. But I didn't want to wait till Saturday. I really, really wanted to start now. I knew that I wanted to do this. I was actually going to try to make it a tighter crunch, but the worst thing I'm afraid of is actually getting to the revival and not being totally refreshed in the series. I know you're thinking, what if this revival is awful? Well, then this isn't a waste of time because I spent the time watching a great show that I absolutely love. So, to me, that's an upside either way. I am either fully prepared and ready to take any reference they throw at me, or I watch a great show and just get to watch another great series. So, if you aren't into the X-Files, I'm going to give you guys a little breakdown. So, this show debuted on September 10, 1993, and it would air until May 19th of 2002. So this show has been around pretty much my entire existence. And it was created by Chris Carter. And, science fiction, horror, suspense, thriller, mystery. There are so many words that I could describe this show. It's about two FBI special agents, Fox Mulder and Dana Scully, who would eventually be more known as Scully and Mulder to the rest of us, who go in and unsolve these paranormal phenomenon cases. We have Mulder, who is such a believer, who wants to believe. And we have Scully, who is the skeptic. And their dynamic just works. I mean, obviously they were on air for 9 seasons. People loved this show, loved it so much that after 13 years, they're like, we can't handle it anymore. We need them back. We want more of Scully and Mulder. And I'm one of those people. When I heard this, I was just so ecstatic. A bit hesitant, you know, I think most people are, especially because the 2 movies weren't as enjoyed. Was there 3? No, 2 movies that were made weren't very well received by fans, including, what was the latest film? I Want to Believe, which was in 2008, which wasn't a very good movie. I remember that kind of came out when I was working at Hollywood Video, and people not really liking it, and I was like, whoa, come on, it's X-Files, and nothing spectacular, but the thought that we're actually and it's a miniseries, it's 6 episodes. I'm watching 202 episodes just so I can watch 6. And I'm sure I don't even need to do that. But I think, to me, this is more an adventure, more of a celebration of one of the greatest series of all time. I mean, X-Files is a show that has the ability to be really intense, mysterious, but very scary. I'm a person, to get on a very personal level with you guys, that I get creeped out very easy. And this show is a show that I could watch to this day and still be creeped out by episodes. I mean, there's some really, all kidding aside, really creepy episodes on the X-Files. I mean, there's some really creepy stuff. And I heard, you know, I've been trying to steer clear from a lot of this news because I'm afraid I'm going to end up catching a spoiler. And that, I think that would be the worst thing ever. So I'm trying to stay away from news when it comes to this. But I hear that it takes place, it revolves around one of the scariest episodes. So I'm really excited. I can't wait for this show. I mean, I'm sure you could hear. I mean, I just wanted to tell all you guys, it's Saturday Miscellaneous Day. I want to tell you guys, if you have time, or if you're a fan of science fiction, or you're a fan of mystery, or you just have been hearing about it, and you know that theme song, I can't whistle. Oh, goosebumps. Just give the show a watch. I think that everyone should watch this show. It's easily one of the most recognized television shows of all time. I mean, that theme song is iconic. It will always be remembered. It is one of the most iconic television theme songs ever. And Chris Carter really just created an amazing show. Supernatural fiction series that connected with people more than I'm sure anyone could have imagined. Scully and Mulder are characters that I have followed for, like I said, the majority of my life, and I'm so excited to see them again. And if even if there's just an interview that's like, okay, maybe I just watch the first couple episodes. You know, or if you want, and you're being a little bit of a skeptic, and you're not someone that you have to convince right away, you know, the first couple episodes aren't necessarily the best. There are some great episodes in the first season, so Google the best episodes and watch them. I wouldn't prefer that. I'd always say start from the beginning. But, you know, I'm just saying, I would rather you watch at least a few episodes than not watching this at all. I am trying so hard to get my girlfriend to watch it this time around because I feel like, you know, like most people, they're like, well, X-Files, whatever, and not giving it a shot when they should, because X-Files is amazing, because the truth is still out there. And that's the tagline for this revival. I think that is the coolest thing ever, because I believe the truth is out there, just like Mulder. And I believe the truth is still out there. And I want to know what the truth is. And we're going to have to find that out on January 24th. It's a 2-night event, which is really cool. So we have Sunday and Monday night of back-to-back X-Files. Then 6 episodes. So I feel like I'm going to get all my hopes up. It's going to come, and it's going to go just as quick. 6 episodes is not long. But, you know, both Scully and Mulder had said, well, if this revival is successful and it really, really works, and we could find a better storyline, they would like to come back periodically. They wouldn't probably, from what I remember reading, they wouldn't want to come back full on like they did during those 9 years. But every now and then, do a season or like a 6, 7 episodes, very smaller seasons, and I would be totally fine with that. And I would be totally cool with that. But nonetheless, I just wanted to talk about the X-Files with you guys. I know I've talked about it a lot before, but this is me asking you, if you've never seen the show before, to really take time just to give it a chance, because it is such a great show, and it is so much fun. It is so creepy. Because I know some people are like, supernatural stuff doesn't bother them. I'm the complete opposite, especially when it comes to like aliens things. That stuff, like, that stuff just creeps me out. And there's a lot of other weird things that happen in the show that's also very creepy. But just give this show a chance. And if you have seen it, rewatch it. Celebrate it with me, because we all know how great that show is. If you've seen The X-Files, if you love The X-Files, let me know what you think about this upcoming revival or what your favorite episode. Let's talk about The X-Files down here in the comment sections below. If you've never seen it, give it a shot. Come give me feedback. I want to know what your feelings are. Hopefully I can convince you to watch it. Guys, January 24th is, if it's now Saturday, that means it's 112 days or 111 days away. So you guys better get going, because there's 202 episodes to watch. And if you follow me on Twitter at Jacob Tiranno, you could find that in the description box below. I will be tweeting daily reviews of every single episode. That's right, every episode I watch, I'm going to give a 140 character review, and you're not going to want to miss that. So follow me at Jacob Tiranno. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. I thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. Don't forget to check out the videos in the description box. I reviewed Sicario and The Martian yesterday. Go watch that video. Go watch The X-Files. Give this video a thumbs up if you appreciated it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch this video. My name is Jacob Tiranno, a true X-File, and I beg of you to please continue chasing cinema. Now, I believe Fox is doing an episode every day since July, but goosebumps.